10 brutal Stoic rules to fixing yourself. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Marcus Aurelius. Hey, warrior. Yeah, the one who's tired of feeling stuck. You've been trying to fix your life. Maybe you've read books, watched motivational videos, set goals, tried being more positive, but nothing sticks for long. Think about this. One guy wakes up already defeated, scrolls through everyone's highlight reel, while his own life feels like a buffering video that never loads. Another guy wakes up, sees the same feed, and uses it as fuel to crush his morning workout and build his side hustle. Same world, different software running in their heads. Same event, completely different reactions. Why? Because it's not life that breaks us, it's our mindset that lets it. That's why Stoicism is more relevant now than ever. In a noisy, chaotic world, stuffed with excuses, distractions, and emotional weakness, Stoicism reminds you, you hold the controller, not the other way around. Fixing your life doesn't start with your job, your bank balance, or your ex texting you back. It starts with the 6 inches between your ears. Fix your mind, everything else follows. Fair warning, these 10 rules aren't soft, gentle hugs. They're psychological barbells. They'll punch your ego in the face. If you're easily offended, keep scrolling. If you're sick of being stuck, sick of autopilot, sick of melting every time life says boo, stick around. In the next few minutes we're going deep: emotional strength, mental discipline, self-awareness, controlled pain, the whole forge. Every rule comes straight from Marcus, Epictetus, Seneca, but we'll translate it into language your phone-obsessed brain can actually use. No toga required. Before we start, quick contract. If you're ready to stop blaming traffic, Mercury retrograde, or your mama's genes, drop this in the comments right now. I will no longer live at the mercy of my emotions. Like the video, share it with someone who's spiraling, subscribe for weekly ammo, and do not skip. Each rule stacks on the last. Let's begin. Rule 1. Stop negotiating with your weakness. You must build up your life action by action, and be content if each one achieves its goal as far as possible, and no one can keep you from this. Marcus Aurelius. Biggest mistake: bargaining with the enemy. Just one snooze, one donut won't hurt. I'll quit porn after this last video. Every deal you make with weakness turns you into the weaker version. That version isn't buried under trauma. He's being smothered by comfort. Warriors aren't born. They're built action by action. Next time weakness whines, answer, perfect. That's when we start. No deals, no parole. Build one non-negotiable today. Wake 5 a.m., walk a mile, read 10 pages, 30 days, and your brain stops sending weak delegates to the table. Rule 2. Control the controllables. Ignore the rest. It's not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them. Epictetus. 2 circles on a sticky note: inner, outer. Traffic, weather, your ex's new partner. Outer, crumple and trash. Your breath, your response, your next move. Inner, own it like oxygen. Study after study shows we burn 2.5 hours a day worrying about stuff that never happens. That's 38 days a year, poof, gone. Draw the circles, sort the worry, get back to living. Rule 3. Do the hard thing when motivation is dead. Motivation is a bad roommate. Shows up late, leaves early, steals your snacks. Discipline is rent due first of every month. Seneca practiced poverty once a week, so comfort never dulled his edge. Pick your voluntary discomfort: cold shower, 100 push-ups, no sugar. Schedule it for the time you least want it. When the whiny voice says, "I don't feel like it," answer, "Perfect, that's when we start." Reps you hate are reps that hate you back into shape. Rule 4. Cut the noise. Master your focus. Human attention span, 8 seconds below a goldfish. Marcus told himself, stop wandering about. Phone in another room, 45-minute blocks, kitchen timer. When Instagram itches, silently say, I'm training the fortress of my mind. First day you'll twitch. Day 7, you'll feel a second brain booting up. Rule 5. Stop seeking approval. Praise is a sugar high. Crash is twice as low. Stoics measure against virtue, not likes. Post your photo, airplane mode 2 hours. Let it breathe without you performing CPR on the stats. When criticism lands, respond with curiosity. Interesting. Why do you see it that way? Defensiveness dies under the spotlight of genuine questions. Do it 3 times and opinions stop renting space in your skull. Rule 6. Silence is power. Seneca. It is a great thing to know when to speak and when to remain silent. Most people vomit words to fill discomfort. Try the 24-hour rule. When angry, wait a day before replying. 90% of the time, you'll realize the email you wanted to send was a grenade disguised as a gift. Pocket notebook. When you feel the urge to blurt, jot instead. At day's end, most entries look trivial. Proof silence turned a mountain into a molehill. Rule 7. Own your mistakes without shame or excuses. Blame is a boomerang. It circles back and whacks your reputation. Botched a project, walk in first and own 100% of your 10%. Say, I missed the deadline, here's my fix. Room deflates, trust inflates. Shame needs secrecy. Ownership starves it of oxygen. Become the most trusted person in any group, because rare is the soul that admits fault faster than it lists excuses. Rule 8. Discomfort is tuition, not a toll. We treat discomfort like a parking ticket. Unfair, annoying. Stoics treat it like gym dues. Pick one voluntary discomfort per week. Sleep on the floor. Fast 24 hours. Stairs to the 20th floor. While doing it, repeat, I'm paying in advance. Brain rewires. Stress stops feeling like ambush, starts feeling like syllabus. Real crises, flat tire, break-up text, lose their sting because you've already done reps in the lab of controlled pain. Rule 9. Discipline beats motivation every dawn. Freedom isn't doing whatever you want. That's adolescence. Freedom is doing what you planned when motivation evaporates. Morning protocol, alarm across the room, water bottle pre-filled, clothes laid out like a firefighter's gear. Execute in zombie mode before your brain can file an appeal. Marcus rose before sunrise to rule an empire. You can rise to rule a to-do list. 25 mornings and the protocol becomes identity. Identity doesn't need motivation, it is motivation. Rule 10. Stop living in your head, start living in alignment. A Stoic without action is a librarian with anxiety. Pick one core value, say, courage, and each night ask, where did I act in alignment? If you bit your tongue during toxic gossip, write, failed. If you spoke up, write, live-ed. Keep a running score. When actions match values for 30 straight days, add a second value. Goal isn't perfection, it's direction. Philosophy is useless until its footprints leading away from the person you no longer wish to be. If any rule just punched you in the gut, good, you found the entry wound. Drop the number that stings most in the comments. We turn pain into blueprints here. Don't hoard your breakthrough. Conclusion. 10 rules, 1 blunt truth. The world will not bend to coddle your fragility. Stoicism hands you the hammer and says, stop waiting for the nails to apologize. Pick one rule, just one, and enforce it like law for the next 30 days. When you slip, return to the rule. When you forget, reread this script, fix the mind, and the life stops leaking. The forge is hot. Start pounding.